Top of the morning to you people. Vlog time. It's Monday morning, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Nothing to report. So I haven't had a carp now since, just trying to think, Friday. So that's 2 days. And I haven't really seen any carp showing. I've seen fish over the snags, but then last night, right over here, where my middle rod is, I'd put my rods out and baited up, and there was a mirror carp, and it boshed out here and here, right up against the snags. My rig was, say, here, and it was right next to me. Twice it came out right next to me. I cannot believe that I hadn't had a pickup off of it. I got that rig that tight to the snags, I would have said it was definitely a bite. Yeah, that carp, I saw it over there, and I could hear it over there still. When it had gone dark, I had a liner on that rod, so it definitely caught me line. But didn't get a pickup, so whether or not the tight line spooked it, I don't know. This is the trouble, you see, when you're fishing with tight lines. And my other rod, I hadn't even had a bleep on that, but since I had that liner last night, that's it. I hadn't had any liners through the night. I've had no liners on my other rod. No pickups, it's been really quiet. I'm surprised, I can't believe I haven't picked another carp up. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know if my rigs are sat wrong or something, if leaves are blown onto them or something when I've put them out last night, but I cannot believe for that carp to be active like that over there that it hadn't picked my bait up. I mean, my bait should have been sat perfect. So I don't know, but that's the way it goes. I mean, I ain't done bad. I've had 4 carp, lost one, so that could have been 5. Well, could have been, but it's not, it's 4. So I'm really pleased, especially with that ghost carp. And then tench wise, I think I've had about 8 tench. So the tench is still active, which is unbelievable for this time of year. I mean, if I'd have carried on fishing with my float rod and not having 3 carp rods, I probably could have got double that. Which is, like I say, unbelievable for this time of year. This one down here, chilled out again. Look, the head fishing dog, she's fast asleep. It's very misty this morning, very misty, very misty and murky. But I shall leave my rods in till about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then that's it. I've got to take the rods out, and it's a case of going to fetch my van from Roy's, taking Sky to my dad, because my dad lives just around the corner, dropping her off there and putting some water down for her, and then me driving back here and then getting packed up. It's probably going to take me about 2.5 hours to get everything packed up and back to the car, which is a nightmare, but it's got to be done. And then back to reality, back to Mansfield. I've got some book work to do for my tax returns. Doctor's on Wednesday, and then it's back to work. I've got a decorating job to do. So it's a decorating job, and then figure out where I'm going next. I think what I might do is go back to Kirkcallam, or I might go on the river for a few days. I think I might go on the river for a few days and do a little bit of barbel fishing and bream fishing, and then have a few days at Kirkcallam as well, to see first what the money's like. But overall, I think I fished pretty well. There's a couple of times where my castings let me down a little bit, but because of the fact it's so tight in the peg that I'm in, this is where I think a couple of 9-foot rods would have been perfect. So I think if I get some Christmas money, that's what I'm going to be seriously thinking about buying. I do need a new one-man bivvy, but at the end of the day, I've got a one-man I can use for the time being, my old one. I've got this 2-man, but it's probably going to end up being a choice between buying a bivvy or buying a couple of 9-foot rods, getting a couple of reels sorted out. I need a new floater rod as well. It's money, you see. I'm just going to have to wait and see what happens. But it's definitely going to be a bonus to have some 9-foot rods. Now line wise, I've been using diode sensor on my reels in the clear. Now this brown, I've never really had any problems with it, but this clear, I don't know, there's something don't seem right with it. It keeps bird nesting all the time, especially on two of the rods. I've had a few birds nests that I haven't been able to undo, and I've had to cut and then retie the leader on, so they have caused me a couple of problems. And the line's been sticking a little bit as well, not casting very well, and yet I've been wetting the spools, so I don't think that the white, the clear, is as good. Morning, Roy. I don't think the clear is as good as the brown, so I'm going to change it. I'm going to put some GTHD on it. That's what I'm going to do, and then fill my other spools up with some casting line, some Fox Exocet £12, because I keep having problems with this clear, and it's not worth keep using it when I keep getting problems all the time, because it's hindering my fishing. So and another thing that I found is the crave boilies not going out in the throwing stick very far. The crave boilies is what I've been using. I can get them about 60 yards, 70 yards at a push, but not all the time, whereas my other boilies, they're just flying out. I could get them 100 yards if I wanted to. So I'll have to try and I might have to move up size in the crave to the 20 millers, see if that makes a difference, and then just use the 15s up to a range of about 60 yards. Anything over that I'll have to use the 20 millers. So but I'm going to sign off because my battery life is about gone, it's about had it. So just in case I do get another fish, I need to save enough to take a picture, a couple of pictures. So I'll say tight lines for now, people, and screaming reels. But I've enjoyed it, it's been brilliant. So catch you later, people. Adios amigos.